Welcome to day 28 of Strength, 30 Days of Tai Chi Daily Exercises. So this is the exercise portion of the program. Don't forget to watch the Tai Chi videos as well. So today's exercise is called the side lunge. All right, so the side lunge is actually a great exercise to do to help you with your snake creeps through the grass, because that's basically what we're doing. When we do snake creeps through the grass, we actually tend to either do a side lunge, so that's one option. So we're actually lunging to one side. You could also just do it straight down as a regular mini squat or a full, pretty much a good size squat. So you could do a lunge or a squat with the snake creeps down. Traditionally, it's done more as a side lunge. You might even see people coming down pretty far. You don't have to though, remember, just always meet yourself where you're at to help prevent injuries. All right, you can always progress from there. All right, so the side lunge will help with the snake creeps through the grass, but it's also going to help you with your daily function. It's going to strengthen your hips and your core. All right, and so you can do it with or without a chair. All right, so first I'm going to show you with a chair, and then I'll show you how to do it without. All right, so in order to show you with the chair, I'll have to do the back view. So I'm going to turn this chair around. All right, and so what I'm going to do is show you how to start off the side lunge. So you actually want to start it off with the feet pretty wide apart. All right, and so shoulder width or even a little bit wider than shoulder width. And all you're going to do is you're going to do your hip hinge just like the mini squat, but instead of going the hip hinge straight back, you're going to lean to one side. So we'll lean to this side first. So we lean to the side as we do the hip hinge, and then we come up. All right, and then we'll switch sides. All right, so same thing with the hip hinge. You want to keep your spine pretty straight, or at least neutral. You want to hinge from your hips. Your chest will come forward. All right, for this one, you don't want your knee to go past your toes. If it goes a little bit, it's okay, but we don't want to go way past the toe because then we're putting way too much stress on the knee joints. All right, you can hold the arm out as you go, or you can use the chair for support. All right, so that's the side lunge. I'll show you without the chair. And I can show you from the front view, is once again, you start off with a nice wide stance, and so the hip hinge, we just go straight back. With the side lunge, we lean over to one side. So this leg, you might feel a little stretch in the thigh, in the inner thigh there, and so that means you're probably doing it right. Once again, if you're tight, don't go so low because it might lead to injury if you try to force yourself to really get down there and your leg's not ready for that. All right, and same thing, the other side, you just lean, but make sure you hinge from the hip. All right, notice how I'm not going forward with the knee. All right, I'm sitting back. So that way my knee doesn't go too far past my toes. This one, it might go a little bit, so it's not a big deal. All right, let me show you from the side view as well. All right, so if I'm nice and wide, so this is my mini squat, my hips go back. Same thing, but now I'm gonna lean to one side. All right, so notice how I didn't come forward with my knee first. Instead, I sat back as I shifted my weight. So you're initiating the movements with your hips, not your knees. Your knees will bend, or at least the one that you're leaning towards that side. All right, and then we can bring the arms up for balance, and to remember you do want your chest to come forward, but you don't want to fall forward. So this will just help you stay in good alignment if you hold the arms up. Once again, you can hold on to a chair and just go side to side. All right, so once again, the knee's not coming forward first. I'm sitting back as I shift my weight to the side. All right, and the best way to do it probably is alternating. All right, so we're gonna do the alternating version. All right, and then I'll do the chair version for this one. And then we'll do 5 reps on each side, and then I'll turn around and do the front view for those that prefer that. All right, so we'll begin. Make sure to get into a good position with this chair. If you're using the chair, make sure it doesn't have wheels because you don't want it sliding out from under you. Or you can do this on the back of a couch, or you can go against the wall and just kind of have your hands on the wall or like a countertop. All right, so nice wide stance. All right, and then we'll begin to that side and we'll alternate. We'll do 5 on each side. So we'll go 1, 1, 2, 2, and then I'll turn around and do 5 more facing you. All right, and then make sure you can breathe in on the way down. So we breathe in as we go down and then breathe out on the way up. All right, so that's the breathing pattern. Once again, if you want to reverse it, that's okay. Just make sure you are breathing. All right, and we'll begin. on this side, and go ahead. That's 1 to the right, 1 to the left. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. All right, once again, you can start off with no arms, and then maybe you'll need your arms halfway through. That way you'll have a chair or something you can use for support if you want to do a few more reps. All right, so once again, nice wide stance. All right, and then this time we'll start on this side. All right, so we'll begin. So shift the weight over, 1, all the way up, 1, breathing in, breathing out, 2, breathe in, breathe out, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. All right, so that's a really great place to start. It's sometimes actually called the split squat because with the actual lunge, you would actually step out and do it and then step back in. That's an advanced movement. If you haven't done this one before, just do it kind of split squat style. All right, so that way you're kind of just doing almost like a side squat more so, but we'll just call it a side lunge just for convenience sake. That way most people know what that is. All right, once again, you don't have to do all 10. If you can do 10 reps, so 10 on each side, so you go 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way up to 10, that's something you can shoot for. But if you can only do 4 or 5 now, then that's fine. You can stop sooner than 10. Listen to your body. See how you feel the next day, and then you can always progress. If you're feeling fine, you can do 10 or more. Maybe do sets of 10, and then so do 10, take a break, and then do another 10 or 5 or 10. Your break maybe a minute or two. Give yourself a little time to recover. But you're fine with simply doing just 10 reps, and then that's good. You can always do another exercise from the program after that. All right, if you do get sore, take a day off, let yourself recover, and then start back the next day. All right, thank you so much. Make sure to type in the comments any questions you have, and I'll see you in the next video.